it's Halloween! Not really, I just have to get multiple Halloween videos out for the month! I'm Vampire Joe! I've won 1,000 subs! 1,000! 2,000! 3,000! This isn't funny at all, it's honestly horrible. I technically have an orthodontist appointment today! As in Tuesday! Yesterday! This video isn't Halloween related at all! This is my separate releasing of this video, which is also on SamuraiFighterChick's channel! Please check her out, link in the description! Woo! This time I'm reviewing an anime thing! It's still animation, so don't come for me! Woo! Are we good now? Good! Let's go! My life is a lie. Dragon Ball is an amazing multi-million-dollar franchise about the adventures of Son Goku and his friends. The original manga ended in the 90s, and so did the original run of Dragon Ball Z. Fortunately, to keep this community alive, we got constant reruns and re-releases in America and all around the world with loads of different dubs. I personally recommend the Big Green dub, my nigga Whiskers the Wonder Cat. Anyways, after many years, we finally got a continuation of what happened after Goku dipped with a poor Ethiopian child. After 18 years of reruns and reruns and reruns and reruns and reruns and reruns and reruns, we finally got the holy second coming of Christ himself, Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super has been so freaking successful that we're already past 100 episodes as of now. Granted, it has been 2 years, but Super has already passed GT and is slowly creeping upon Z's episode count. Loads of people praise Super for its revamped version of the DBZ style, and some understandably dislike it. Nevertheless, you can conclude that the animation quality varies within episodes. I'm of course talking about the infamous episode 5. Now, a lot of animes have the common practice of making the first 2 or 3 episodes crispier than a fresh lineup, and then make the next few episodes look utter garbage in comparison. I mean, hey, they got a rake in the views after all. As an example, take a look at this, and then this. I hope you can at least see the improvement. Now, although we have a huge improvement animation-wise, Toei Animation loves to either cut costs or reuse footage in favor for bad animation. So we'll have long, drawn-out scenes just to pad out the episode so the Japanese animators can go home and think about how underpaid they are, or just, you know, crappy animation. From episode 5 to episode 100, there's a clear change in quality. And that isn't because Toei cares about quality and producing the best material ever and aspiring to accompany a great story with beautiful, fluid animation. They want money. The only reason why we got better fluid animation was because people said, hey, I don't like this garbage, I'm gonna stop watching this. When some tuned out and outrage was clearly visible, Toei kinda realized that the people who grew up watching DBZ aren't as naive as they were. Look no further to the animation errors in Return of Cooler, or this one from the filler Underworld Tournament arc. Oh, Vegeta ain't looking right today. Can we get that one on a Duken battle card? Dragon Ball Super follows the same formula any animated sequel does. Callbacks, references, rehashing tropes, capitalism. It is basically fan service the anime. We got female Broly for Christ's sake. Women aren't supposed to be respected. What is this, modern day America? What is this, some kind of fairy tale? We have gotten a lot of things we've asked for, and it usually goes something like this. Hey Toei, I want that. Okay, give us money. Okay, now every Dragon Ball YouTuber will talk about a new set thing and go to great lengths to put together their own theories that could be a MatPat wet dream. Then a lot of them need to feel like they have to complain about every still frame and animation error. It's like when the Pop-Up Girls 2016 started. After like 2 or 3 animation errors blatantly found, you had people picking it apart piece by piece like there was some sort of connoisseur for fluid animation all of a sudden. I can understand obvious, objectively wrong animation errors, but when you point out things that go into almost every animation ever, it just kind of gets annoying. There's only one reason and one reason only as to why I feel like this happens with modern anime. The internet. When I refer to the internet, I'm talking about how if a show goofs up something now, no one's just gonna let that slide. Back then, we didn't even see Dragon Ball until it was done and distributed in the US. Nowadays, we see the newest episode the hour it comes out. If there's a mistake, the community will find it before the studio does. Like few anime adaptations, the manga differs from the anime, but in Dragon Ball Super, there are vast differences between the anime and the manga. Because Toriyama is a showrunner for Dragon Ball Super, someone else needed to help out with the manga. That someone is a man named Toyotaro, or Toyable, who is responsible for the Dragon Ball Super manga. And said reason for the differences can be easily explained. Toriyama gives both parties a base for an arc, and they are asked to do as they please as long as it follows that base. There are small differences like Goku fighting past villains in his mind in the manga instead of just a quick Super Saiyan power up in the anime, but there are huge differences like how Goku goes Super Saiyan God on hit instead of going Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, the way Vegeta was defeated by hit, the fact that Trunks can heal niggas in the manga, and most recently the way that Zeno defeated Zamasu, which in my opinion was way cooler in the manga. Some people prefer the anime and others prefer the manga. Those people are idiots. All of them. Dragon Ball Super also increases the world building in the show. With the Universal Survival Tournament going on now, it opens up many different possibilities for worlds that need exploring. Oh, that Magical Girl universe? I want to see that. Power Rangers? Cool. Fox niggas? Alright. Super opens up a lot of different doors. We went from a simple boy in the woods meeting a girl, to a boy being part of an alien race that was victim to genocide, to the same dude fulfilling the alien prophecy. Fast forward now, and we got a cat god and a blue nigga that's just humanoid whipped cream. Toriyama is one weird guy. Then again, that's coming from the guy that wants to fuck a spider. Your waifu is trash unless she has the legs of a goddess. Speaking of legs of a goddess, Bulma in Dragon Ball, she was literally the second main character. In Dragon Ball Z, she was pushed to the side for Goku fan service. But to my surprise, in Dragon Ball Super, she actually does stuff, and she's actually useful. I wish they'd do that with more characters such as Yamcha or even Oolong. For Christ's sake, even Roshi and Tien are in the Universal Survival arc. The last thing I remember Tien doing was getting manhandled by Boo. And if memory serves right, the last thing Roshi ever did was, "Ooh, look at me! I'm a lecherous old man!" Now they're not actually gag characters or means for stalling or plot movement. I mean, they most likely still will be, but to a much lesser degree. They were actually given dedicated episodes. Finally, Goku isn't the only one who gets the spotlight. I mean, granted, he still gets to win like in every fucking arc. He straight up steals the kill from Vegeta. Like, Vegeta had this one. Just look at him giving Frieza their business. To be honest, I prefer Vegeta more than Goku for multiple reasons. For one, he's a way better character, and the scenes with him are just great. I love the episode when Vegeta, Trunks, and Bulma go on a vacation, and you just see this nigga fully domesticated, or when he brought the heat on Beerus after he slapped his girl. Even the scene where Vegeta comes back from the future Trunks timeline, and he comforts Bulma, who was seriously worried. I mean, if that were Goku and Chi-Chi, he'd say, "Bye Chi-Chi, gonna go train with Gohan," or "Bye Chi-Chi, gotta surpass Beerus," or "Chi-Chi, I'm coming home to eat dinner, and then I'm going to fight Whis again." Vegeta now, in many regards, is more human than Goku will ever be. For instance, in the Tournament of Power arc, when Goku asks Vegeta to join the tournament, Vegeta is like, "Hell no, my wife is pregnant." Granted, Vegeta didn't know about the universal genocide, but if he did, he would have said yes. Instantly. Goku's only single motivation for this tournament is to fight strong guys. And the sad thing is that ultimately Goku is still going to get the kill and save the day as usual. You would think this dumbass who lets his guard down wouldn't be competent enough to even fathom universal genocide. But that brings up another thing that was annoying in Z, but I absolutely hate in Super. You let your guard down. They don't let their guard down. The plot makes them let their guard down. You always get out here dominating and he gets cocky or distracted while someone gets to jump on him with someone saying they let their guard down. It doesn't even forward the story because after the episode is done padding itself out, our hero then does something we were just waiting for them to do already. They do this to add tension, but it's really annoying when it's clearly someone who's significantly weaker than them. It's really annoying to see this happen again and again and again and again and again. It's so annoying. Krillin went tactical on this guy to save his girl. Then bam, he was caught off guard. Sorry Krillin, I just suppose that's the way that the news goes. Super Saiyan Blue is dumb. Honestly, Super Saiyan Blue in concept was one of the coolest things to ever come out of Dragon Ball, but in execution it fails miserably. Because of the dumbass power scaling in Super, the power of Super Saiyan Blue is never specified. On the one hand, you have Zamasu beating the absolute blue out of him, but on the other hand, you have Krillin getting the jump on this nigga. Some say he was holding back on Krillin, but if he was really holding back, realistically, Krillin still would be dead. The transformation is stronger than a transformation literally called Super Saiyan God. Like, my god, Toei needs a continuity editor. They need someone to make sure that X makes sense next to Y. But continuity doesn't make money. now does it? Dragon Ball Super certainly has caused an uproar in the Dragon Ball community. Personally, what grinds my hecking gears that no one seems to talk about is the lack of any peril. First off, since this is between a time skip, any perilous, serious moments are negated from the fact that they will all eventually come out alive and well. People forget it is a freaking time skip. Just something that kind of annoyed me. I honestly do love Dragon Ball Super for what it does with the franchise, but I also have obvious complaints as I've been stating so far. And every show has their complaints, you know? No show is perfect. There might be some that are angry because I'm criticizing the show, but every show deserves valid criticisms. I tune in to watch every episode of Dragon Ball Super. I wait for the updates and I'm excited for Goku's new form. But I'm not naive. I will call out things that Toei does that aren't right. I will call out plot holes in the series. There has been plenty of cool things that Dragon Ball Super has done. Continuing the story on Trunks was great. I mean, Trunks is an all-around great character, and seeing him get the kill instead of Goku was great. I mean, it wasn't the all-around kill, but still, it was great. Having a villain being a Kai and a villain being an evil Goku, it just sounds cool. Bringing Gohan back to his unlocked potential state was amazing. I mean, it was a serious build-up thing, and I mean, you gotta love the Great Saiyaman stuff. Super Great Saiyaman just sounds amazing. And as I said earlier, the animation isn't always there, but when it's there, it's there. That bait and switch they did with Majin Buu is really annoying, but ultimately I feel like Frieza is a better member for the Tournament of Power. That was a really clever move on Toei's part. Goku going from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan Blue in the Universal Survival Log was a really cool technique. Personally, I didn't even think that Super Saiyan God was ever going to make another return. I honestly do enjoy this series for what it has to offer. The format that I used to review animation can't be justified in Dragon Ball Super. This had to be a more detailed video. Honestly, watching Dragon Ball Super has been a joy for me. I mean, there's new memorable characters to latch on to, and there's new places to visit, and there's new people to fight, and there's new everything. Dragon Ball Super has completely changed the game for Dragon Ball as a whole. It's the exact same situation where Dragon Ball Z opened up on the world building for Dragon Ball, and there are levels that just keep building up upon each other, and the only way to go is to go up. I mean, as cynical as I am, I still have that childlike wonder inside of me that is waiting for Goku to beat the ever-living shit out of Jiren. Well, I mean, for all I know, Toei could just be playing us, and this could be a thing that happens for 2 whole seconds, and then they go somewhere else with the story. You don't know what you're getting when you gamble with Dragon Ball Super. Anything could happen, and Toei is eating it up. Honestly, Dragon Ball Super has changed the game, and it forever will have changed the game. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, well, that's up to you. Ultimately, for you, it only matters if you like it or if you watch it. Ultimately, it's only enjoyable if you yourself enjoy it. It's really just what you make out of your own experience. It's just like any other anime, cartoon, or piece of media. You make your own experience. I'd like to thank SamuraiFighterChick for letting me come on and spit the business. If you'd like to come see more of what I do, then come visit the channel. If you like me even more, please drop a subscribe. There's gonna be 2 uploads of this video, one on her channel and one on mine, so excuse me if you're watching this from my channel and you find it weird that I'm addressing this person who isn't on the video. If you have a suggestion for things that you want me to review or anything that you want me to talk about, please say it in the comments below. I had a lot of fun making this video, but not a lot of fun rendering this video. I hope you all have a great day. And if you're ever watching Dragon Ball Super, just remember this one thing. Android 18 can get it any day of the week!